Welcome everyone! Today what we're taking a look at is the PlayStation 1 sci-fi hack and slash Strider, or to be more exact, the canon sequel to Strider. Let's start. Strider 2, or as known in Japan, Strider Hiryu 2, there's a lot of difference between the two titles, I agree. Is Capcom's 1999 sequel of the game of theirs you wouldn't guess. If you guess Strider, then you see through my poor attempts at making jokes. An interesting thing about this game is that in reality, it technically isn't Strider 2. Hear me out. US Gold had already produced a Strider 2 by 1990. But, because A, it sucked, and B, Capcom had no direct involvement in it, they disowned it and made this game, making the US Gold Strider 2 the Dragon Ball GT of the series. This game makes no references to its ginger stepbrother. The game was released in 1999 for the arcades and was ported to the PS1 in 2000. Story. The not so but still mysterious Grandmaster Mayo has risen from the dead, rendering the first game relatively pointless, and has taken over the world. It is your job, as an incarnation of Hiryu, the Strider who's taken out Mayo once already, to go after him and kill him again, hoping this time it will work. Gameplay. You can adjust the difficulty and your life to your liking with the scales in the options. You control Hiryu with the D-pad, attack with square, turn your boost on with circle, and jump with X. The game utilizes both 2 and 3D, and it does it well. The camera pans in and out depending on Hiryu's environment, and does it quite good. Though, I could see why someone would argue that it isn't good. Slashing through hordes of enemies is fun, and the game is okay when it comes to balancing. What I mean by that is that while you may cut through the biggest balanced mech in half a second, but so can it pummel you to death in that same time frame. Talking about getting pummeled, if you run out of energy, don't worry. This is a port of an arcade game. You get infinite continues so that you can finish your adventure. The game's levels, or missions as the game calls them, are cut into parts, or scenes, and you progress through these scenes by doing objectives, with the last scene ending by you fulfilling the main objective. Don't you love patronization too? Back on topic, between the scenes you will see some fast loading screens, or faster than what I remember PS1 loading screens to be. And after finishing the last scene, you get a cutscene moving the plot forward. These cutscenes consist of a still image with text on the bottom and sometimes comic style close-ups. The game's levels have a good level of variety to them. You have your big cities, but you also have snowy mountains and a castle. To move on to the game's goal. What is it from a gameplay standpoint? Well, seeing as how we're talking about an arcade game, the goal is to get the highest rank and most score on all levels, so that you may be on the leaderboards. And as a closing thought, what do you get for going through the game? For clearing all of the missions, you get another Strider, Hien, as a playable character. And for clearing the game using him, you get unlimited booster usage. Visuals. As I've already mentioned, the game utilizes both 2 and 3D, and the mesh, while looking quite unorthodox to me, fares quite well. It looks the part and is just the right amount of sci-fi this game needs. Sounds. The music sets the mood and fits the setting. That's really all I can say about that. The sound effects are alright. I wouldn't call it bad, but neither is it the best it could be. Conclusion. This game, albeit a bit short, is quite good. It isn't the best thing since sliced bread, of course, but it is, however, a really good hack and slash game for the PlayStation 1. Now, what should I give this game, I wonder? Looking at the game and everything I've said, I feel that this game is most deserving of a 7.5 out of 10. I would have given it an 8, but I don't feel it's quite there. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Goodbye.